Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Sri Guru Charana Kamalam Vande Ramana Prestaya Bhutale Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Ramcha Krupamurtim Narayanam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Yatmane Srimad Bhakti-Vedanta Narayana Sri Krishna Katane Sudaksham Audavya Madhurya Gunayuktam Varam Varenyam Purusha Mahantam Narayanam Patatam Sri Dandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Pada Udaita Udi Chaitanya Leela Amrita Sarasa Sayanam Tam Tam Padye Jai Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Today, is the returning Rath Yatra. Is the Ulta Rath Yatra, meaning returning back. Ninth, Jagannath Punar Yatra. Then, so that is the end of Rath Yatra. End of Rath Yatra also. Then tomorrow is Shayan Ekadasi. Upvas. Then 11th July, the Paran for India, it looks like, after sunrise before 7:45. Then people who are beginning Chaturmasya from Dwadasi, it will also from Monday. And then Guru Purnima is 13th July. So Guru Purnima day, our Chaturmasya begins. Then that is the day of Sanatana Goswami's disappearance day. Purnima, Guru Purnima. Chaturmasya begins. So now the Chaturmasya is very important. It is considered as the limb of bhakti, 64 limbs of bhakti. So we should follow. We should not think, oh, only Kartik is important last month and then we can be loose on first 3 months. We shouldn't be not like that. In principle, we have to do some tyaga, renunciation, for the pleasure of Krishna. Krishna is taking rest 4 months. First he sleeps on the left side and then it changes over to the, after 2 months, changes over to the right side. And the end is Kartik, wakes up. So now in the month, food is always confusing. So the first month, restricted foods during the entire 4 months of Chaturmasya. 4 months. Eggplants, tomatoes, loki, parmal, urd dal and honey. Then next month is no leafy like spinach, salads of all types, cabbage of all types, kale, leafy herbs like coriander, mint, parsley, curry, then powdered leafy herbs and teas. No tea. Second month, no yogurt. If one requires for health, he can add a little water. Third month, no milk. Again, if you want, mix with 1 drop of juice. Fourth month, no mustard oil or sesame seeds. Now, one thing about in India, maybe elsewhere is true, that the oil, the refined oil is really contaminated, so you should use the cold pressed oil, peanut oil or groundnut. Pure. If not, if you have access to coconuts, right? I think coconut, especially South India and maybe Africa, maybe some places, even Florida and all that, South America. So if you grate the coconut water, and you put it into the wala sabji like that, then actually there is no need of adding oil. It will be pure. You should think about that. Or pure coconut oil getting cold pressed, working cold pressed coconut oil is better. What happens is last time it hurt me, Vrindavan. When I came to know, I did not know in Karthik there, and the oil they were using was, they cannot use mustard oil, sesame oil. So they were using sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is practically 95% petroleum waste oil. So what happened to your Karthik Vrat? Entire, practically all mutts in Vrindavan. Everybody. I felt bad about it. And then on day of Ekadasi, they use the peanut oil, right? Groundnut oil. But again, if you buy from an ordinary store, it's again problem. So this is something we have to be very careful, because these vrats are very, very important. Because we have to minimizing our requirements, and that way our bhakti will increase. Progress in bhakti will increase. So the main thing is like Bhoga Lalasa, Siddhi Lalasa, Mukti Lalasa. These three is the problem. So these should decrease. When it decreases, then the bhakti will increase. So enjoying tendencies, and that's why some foods are restricted. Then also you have to be careful about the beans. Okay, there's all kinds of beans: kidney beans, runner beans, clustered beans, then French beans. All these are not all the 4 months. Then mouse melon, small mouse melon. brinjal, even bell pepper is not allowed. So, moong dal is probably best dal. Scientific reason is also there. See, when you like leafy vegetables, especially this rainy season, a lot of worms. And now if you give a break 1 month, say milk, taking milk, then you start again, the absorption of milk or assimilation milk will be much, much better. Yogurt like that. So there is like Ekadasi, there is so much scientific evidence. Understand? Unbelievable. Okay. No scientist can discard it. MIT, everybody doing research, they got 2 Nobel Prize. So same way, if Chaturmasya is investigated, they will find a lot of evidences. It increases, our immunity increases. See, we think by, giving up this, what will happen? We become weak or like, actually become strong, physically and spiritually. Spiritually, strong is very, very important. You become strong physically also. So, but if we neglect, no, I want to physically strong, so I will compromise spiritual practice, then you will be losing both sides. Okay. so, so if you want to be strong spiritually, you will also become strong physically. That's why Prahlad Maharaj prays. Our attachment. He prays that, oh Lord, entire world should be auspicious. Everybody should become auspicious. All the drustavect, meaning very violent people, should give up their violence. Every living should pray for the welfare of other living. Oh Lord, my mind should be not be attached to this worldly object, but completely absorbed, attached to the things related to you. Nam, Rup, Guna, Lila. Then let my mati, intelligence, my whole self become nishkam, not associated with the fruitive, activities, not attached to the activities, completely immersed in you. So this Chaturmasya helps in that direction, makes us progress in that direction. So that is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself followed it, and so all the sampradaya, all follow Chaturmasya. Of course, some may be with the intent of getting some being happiness in this world and other world. Some people want mukti like that. But our intention is bhakti, Shuddha bhakti. So Chaturmasya is very, very helpful. And within Chaturmasya comes the Kartik Mas. So when we go on Kartik Mas, especially Deep Dawn, very essential. Simple act, but it gives you so much benefit, so much elevation, bhakti. So that is Chaturmasya. Then the Ekadasi is Shayan Ekadasi. That is tomorrow. One time, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking, actually he's asking all the time. Krishna answering all the time. So, what is this Ashad Mas? Because it is Shukla Paksha Ekadasi. Coming is Guru Purnima. So the moon is increasing, right? Shukla Paksha. So, then Krishna is saying, now, one time, Narad Muni asked the same question to Brahma. What Brahma answered, I am repeating it. So, see, Krishna knows whoever talks. It's been eons ago, but still, how forget it? It's true. You can see his pastimes in Vrindavan. Now he's saying, oh Narada, Brahma is telling. See, listen to this. Okay, Brahma is telling to Narada. What is saying? Other than Ekadasi, in this samsara, everything is, it is not pavitra, it is not pure. Other than Ekadasi, everything is impure, he is telling. But Shastra is also telling. If we try to do any vrata other than Ekadasi, it will bring us unhappiness. Only unhappiness will take birth. Unquote. Only Ekadasi exception. So this pavitra, very auspicious, pure, and destroys all sins, and then it can give you it can fulfill all your desires, material, spiritual. Okay. But we are after. If you forget this, if you don't follow this, put into practice vrata, this austerity, ekadasi, then for guaranteed, he is desiring to enter into hellish planet to get to suffer. So, and the name is Shiny. Shiny meaning Lord Rishikesha. We have to please him, we have to do this. In other words, this Lord takes to sleep, 4 months. And first start with left side. That's why it's called Shayani Ekadasi. Now is Brahma is telling you a story. Story meaning real event. Long time back it happened. There was a king called Mandata in the Vamsha, in the lineage of Surya. Before Lord Ramchandra, it happened. So he was a Rajarshi, great sage among the kings. He was a very truthful, very powerful, and then he used to take care of his citizens just like his own children. There was no suffering in his entire kingdom, no diseases, no bad times. There was no shortage of grains. There was no injustice. like that, many years went by. Then, because of the Daivi, higher power influence, for 3 years there was no 3 years. So there was no rain, you know. So, and all the yajnas, were all stopped, gradually diminishing. Then, then everything is disappearing. Then the citizens all came to talk to the king. Oh king, please hear our word. Nara meaning water. Narayana, Narayana, Ayana. One sleeps, one will take rest on the water. Narayana. No, he sends water through the clouds everywhere. Without this cloud, without this rain, we cannot grow any foodstuff. No grain. So, because of the lack of grains, the citizens are also dwindling, right? So, please do something, so that our welfare will be taken care of. When king heard this, see the king, heard this. What he is telling is true. Now, because of the fault in king, misconduct, whatever, right? All these bad things happen to the citizens, right? But I'm searching myself, I'm inquiring, I'm doing myself auditing. Still, I cannot find any fault. So, what should you do? So, anyway, he said, for the welfare of you, I will try. So, then he entered the forest with all his army like that, looking for the sages. Then he searching, he entering, inquiring, meeting all the sages. One time he came across the son of Brahma, very effulgent, Angira Rishi. He paid obeisances and Angira Rishi blessed him and then asked him his Yogakshema. And he said, this is the problem. Then the Rishi got into meditation for a while. Then opened his eyes and then he says, "O king, now this is Satyuga. Other than Brahmins, nobody else can do tapasya. See, in the Satyuga, there is tapasya. But there is one Shudra who is doing tapasya. Because of this, there is so much calamity. So you should kill him." But the king said, wait a minute, even though he is a Shudra, he is doing tapasya, what is the problem in it? I cannot do that. You please tell me something else, some other way. Then Rishi is telling, Angira Rishi, all right, this Shayani Ekadasi is going to come in the Ashad, month of Ashad, Shukla. You follow with rules and regulations, then your problem will be solved. So he went back to the kingdom, then he followed this Ekadasi, that is like tomorrow, with all the citizens of his kingdom, everybody. Then all the clouds came, a lot of rain, and then he overcome all the problems. So same way, in our spiritual life, we are going to durbiksha, meaning shortcomings. Right? If we analyze everyone, there is always short of it, right? It doesn't matter, noble laureate, scientifically speaking, or king, presidents, political power, or wealth-wise, no matter how much, billionaire, trillionaire, they feel always something short. Wow, you know, every, always short. They have goals, once they, some mundane goals, but they achieve it and they feel, wait a minute, time wasted, or they are not happy. So, the root cause is that see, in our spiritual life, in our Gurudev is telling one story, like Guru Purnima. What is Guru Purnima? It is the appearance day of Vedavyas, right? 13th. Now, why it is so important for us? Because Vedavyas is the incarnation of Lord, literary incarnation, Supreme Lord, Krishna. He came, he divided the Vedas, simplified the Vedas into 4 parts. Then he summarized the into Vedanta Sutra. Then he wrote the 54, the Purana, Upanishad. So he was not happy. Mahabharata also, put Bhagavad Gita. Then Narmuni came and told him, no, you are not satisfied. In spite of, nobody can imagine your contribution. And still, because why? You have not properly lineage, brought out not glorified Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna. Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. So then went into trance, and then he realized, he saw pastimes of Krishna, and the Srimad Bhagavatam came out, and he taught this to his son, Sukadeva Goswami. From there it came around the world. So it is same thing is true for all of us. The pastime Krishna is human-like pastimes. Is essential for our well-being. So that's why this Rath Yatra. See, Rath Yatra is, that's what it brings out to the Chaitanya, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, in the form of Rath Yatra, today is the end of Rath Yatra, Mahotsav festival. But it should happen in our life every day. So that's different. So in the medium of Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath is doing mercy on all the living entities in this world. How? So Jagannath himself, in this age of Kali, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared, and he has revealed the secrets, essence of Rath Yatra. Before that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rath Yatra was going on, but nobody knew. the significance. What is Nilachal? What is Sundarachal? And what is the mood? How we should, all this not revealed. It's like Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. Who knew Telicard and Keti Horika? Something, but nobody knew significance. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came. Could not be done by even other or chariot. Rupa and Sanatan, because it's very special. Herself, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund is not different from. So only Radha and Krishna together. So, and that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed. Same way, the Rath Yatra, inner secrets, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed it. So, Parama Audharya Vigraha, Sriman Mahaprabhu, Ahaituki Krupa, meaning without any expectation, without, unhindered, one way, Krupa, mercy. Whole world is coming to know this. So how the Supreme Godhead is actually immersed in the madhurya, the sweetness. In the long time, olden time, according to the Vaishnava Acharyas, the Aishwarya, the awe and reverence was the essence of the Godhead, Supreme Godhead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then is Krupa Patra obtained the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Goswamis, on the basis of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is like Sarva Shastra Siroma, the fountain head of all the Shastra, as a praman, as a evidence. The Godhead, Supreme Godhead, the foundation is Madhuri, sweetness, Narvat Leela. But by Tattva, by truth, they are same. They are not different. But still, the Narakruti, meaning human-like pastime of Parabrahma, Rajendra Nandan, Sri Krishna, is the personified Saksha, Murtimat, personified personality of the Madhurya, sweet past. And is the for all the rasas, Rasika Shekhar. So he has Leela Madhuri, so many Leela. Then Venu Madhuri, is fruit-like. Rupa Madhuri. Then Prema Madhuri is love, feeling. Really, these four distinguishes him above all, the Godhead thing. So these four embodied in Sri Krishna in complete, full complete, most complete. It is not found in any other incarnation of the Godhead. That's why Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, if you ask who are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, okay, what should be your answer? So Aradhyo Bhagavan Rajesha Tanayasta Dama Bhavanam Ramyaschid Upasana Vrajavadu Vargena Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Pramartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatradaro Naparaha. There's some message. So, Rajendranandan Sri Krishna, like is most worshipful, unlike also is Dham, Vrindavan Dham. Then how? So what, they are the two worshipful Bhakti. Entire Vajradham. That includes, everything. Then how to worship? What is the best way of worship? The way gopis worshipped Sri Krishna. How? Highest. And then the evidence for that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Is pure Shabda. And Prema is our highest goal. Prema. Not Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Prema. This is the Mata. This is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's religion or thinking or the path, whatever Mata. This essence, this Siddhanta, this truth, for us it is most adharaniya, worshipable, respectable, highest respectable. Any other things, it does not call for our respect, So, the Sri Krishna's highest sweetness, Mahabhava Swarupa, how get manifested in the association, in the company of gopis, because they are Mahabhava Swarupa. That's why he appeared as billion Kamadeva. He can influence in the form of Manmata. So gopis, the highest Unnata Ujjvala Prem, that made Krishna to appear like that. And then Mahaprabhu showed the Vipralamba, Prem, the Parakas, the highest epitome of love, only in Vipra, in a separation mode only it gets so like when the Uddhava went to Vrindavan, when he saw this separation vow of gopis, he got totally blown away. Of course, with Mother Yashodananda Maharaj himself, he could not give antana, meaning they could not perceive them. Nanda Maharaj, so in what to speak of gopis. So he failed there, So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the same separation mode of gopis, especially Radharani. So at the remaining 12 years of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 48 years total, 24 years in Navadvip, 24 years in Jagannath. Out of 24, from that, 12 years, last 12 years, he was in Gambhira. He tasting Radharani's Vipralamba Bhav, day and night, So, so this Rath Yatra teaches that in during that time, Mahaprabhu for 3 years, this question was asked. What is the duty of a Gruhastha Vaishnava? You know? So the first year, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed the Sadhana Vaishnava. Vaishnava. Krishna Seva, Vaishnava Seva. Krishna, Vaishnava Seva. Nirantar, Krishna Nama Sankirtan. These three things. This is you have to do. Service to Krishna, service to the Vaishnava, and then Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Always. So devotees are asking, we can understand service to Krishna and then Kirtan, right? Nama Sankirtan. But what about Vaishnava Seva? Then Mahaprabhu is telling, one who utters even one time Krishna's name is Puja Sreshta, is very worshipable and is very foremost. Among all humans, he is very foremost. In one name of Krishna, all the sin will get dissolved. Navavida Bhakti becomes Purna by the Nama. So giving up the Nama Prana like that. Then second year, then he was asked the same question. Then he's telling who is Vaishnava? Who is Vaishnava? Vaishnava is revealing the of Vaishnavas. First year, second year, right? So second year is saying that Vaishnava who is all the time chanting Krishna's name, he is much more superior to the Kanishta, lowest Vaishnava, whose faith is very soft, Madhyama Vaishnava. So we have to serve the Madhyama Vaishnava's lotus feet. So Nirantara meaning is telling one, that things or fulfilling the desires of the Indriyas, it should not come in the way. Then collecting money, our attention will go away, fulfilling the desires of Indriyas. Then association, bad association, these things will come and disturb us, our remembrance, chanting. Then greedy, then pashandata, meaning thinking that in a Sri Vigraha, the deity is made out of gold, stone, iron ore, like that. But of course the material may be that, but once you establish prana pratishtha in a proper way, that is no longer, that is Vigraha, it is made of gold like that. So it's not put aropa. This deity is made out of gold, this and that. This is deity. It doesn't matter which material is transcendental, So then, see, for example, see, Jagannath is made out of wood, right? But Jagannath is not wood, understand? Yes, sure. Say, sometimes he will try to pull the ratha with even million people, he cannot pull. But what is the weight of Jagannath? You understand? Nanda is wood, it may be 100 kg, 200 kg, that does not come into equation. He is Supreme Lord. So then how can you explain this? He's only like a couple of 100 kgs or 200 kgs, capable of standing. You understand? So he is supreme. Same way in Sri Gurudev, thinking that he's going to Martya Buddhi. Yes, same like other mundane people, like old age disease or like that. Martya Buddhi should not have that. Then in the Vaishnavas, we cannot have caste. Is higher caste, lower caste. He is the highest. It transcends, transcends all this caste. Then putting the water quality, the water that is there, Sri Vigraha, and also Maha Vaishnavas, right? This water is contaminated, is not clean, good, and all that, like that. Then also the Nam, Krishna Nam. We hear from the Guru. If you say it is like Shabda, it is also like another ordinary sound. No, because and also Bhagavan Sri Krishna is under the control of the three modes of material nature, like but the devatas are like that thinking. He is the controller of the modes of material nature. So this is the root of all the aparadhas. So the nature of continuing by Madhyama Vaishnava, in his heart, the Krishna Prema takes birth. Then he also has a feeling that he is the Aprakrit, servant of, transcendental servant of Sri Krishna. Sometimes he gives association to the lower Vaishnava through Harikatha, then does mercy. Then he makes friendly with the Shuddha Vaishnavas, Shuddha Bhakta. And people who have no love for Sri Krishna, who are, Vidveshi, no dvesha about them, no hatred, he will not take their association. They, he reject the association. So in the third year, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealing the Uttama Bhagavat. Who is Uttama Bhagavat? He says, by his darshan, if you take darshan of Mahabhagavat, Uttama Bhagavat, automatically you start chanting the Krishna's name. So he is called the foremost Vaishnava. So Vaishnavatara, Vaishnavatara. He Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed this in 3 years. Foremost Vaishnava, and then foremost Vaishnava. So, so that Mahabhagavad, he has harmonized the jnana and vijnana together. Jnana, knowledge, and then realized knowledge together. He will take the darshan of Krishna everywhere. Other than Krishna, he will not take darshan of anything else. And he gets a feeling that every living entity is already serving Krishna. In his mouth, always, Siddha Krishna Nam, Kirtan is coming out. And by his divi, transcendental, looking at those people who are immersed in this Maya, he open their eyes, Divya Drishti. He engages them in the service of Krishna. Such a So in this way, he is revealing who is Guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, one time, Sri Kandagram, Narari Sarkar, Mukunda Das, and his son, Raghunandan. After Rath Mahaprabhu, he asked, he called Mukunda. Mukunda Das, eternal associate. And in front of all the devotees, he called, "Hey Mukunda Das, you are the father of Raghunandan, or Raghunandan is your father?" A little doubt in this. Please, come to conclusion on this. Then Mukunda laughing, "Oh Prabhu, oh my Lord, Raghunandan is my son. I'm his son. So in reality, who is the father? Our entire family became Krishna Bhaktas only through the medium of Raghunandan. That's why he's not my son. Actually, I'm his son." Then Mahaprabhu was very happy. Now my doubt is cleared. One who in his summary is the highest Bhakta. So he's telling about the that Vyakti, one who brings near the Sadguru, is called the Vartma Pradarshaka Guru. One who is equivalent to Diksha Guru, Bhakti, and then Tattva, that is Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru's Mahatma, greatness, it can be equivalent to Diksha Guru or even higher. But if Diksha Guru gives you this association, then it will be both Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. The parampara that runs through Diksha Guru is called Pancharatrika Parampara. And then Shiksha Guru Madhyam that is going through is called Bhagavat Parampara. In Pratrika Parampara, the disciples' relation with Guru may not be that strong. So that's why that the knowledge that you get may not be fully flowing. But in Bhagavad Parampara, the disciples' relation with Guru is very strong. So the sadhan bhajan, it will be according to the mood of the Guru, Shiksha Guru. That's why in Parampara, in the Bhagavad Parampara, the flow of bhakti will be pure, Shuddha. That's why Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, he accepted Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj instead of Diksha Guru Vipin Goswami. Shyamananda Prabhu, Narottam Das, Srinivas Acharya, they accept Srila Jiva Goswami, higher than Diksha Guru. Krishnaraj Kaviraj also, Diksha Guru, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. He gave more importance. And that's why Sri Rupa in Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Sri Rupa Raghunath Chaitanya Charitamrita kahe Krishna Das. So, but in the Bhagavad Parampara, if Diksha Guru is also in that, then that is Ati Uttam. That is very highest. So, for the sadhaka, after accepting the Guru Padashraya, then with the relation with Sri Krishna, filled with relation with Krishna, doing bhajan, you obtain Krishna prema. You pointed towards Krishna. Veda Shastra ka hai sambandha abhidaya prayojan, Krishna Krishna Bhakti Prema Tina Maharaj. So in the Veda Shastra, Sri Krishna Tattva. Krishna Bhakti is Abhideya Tattva. Krishna Prema Prayojana Tattva. So this is the highest wealth. No? That's how. Sri Madan Mohan is in the relation, Sambandha. Govinda Dev, Avideya, process. And then Gopinath is Prayojan, Adhisthatri Dev. Now we were talking about the Aishwarya and Madhurya, right? So how to Madhurya is possible only Vraja Gopis in the Anugatya, in the first steps of Vraja Gopis. Srimati Radhika's, the love she has with Gopinath. We cannot, one cannot obtain without the Gopis Anugatya. And that prema, because their prema is Vatsalya, parental bhav. Chandravali is Shringarasa, Mahabhav, up to that. There is some little less. The prema bhav highest, Madan bhava, only in Srimati Radhika. Only in the following. So in the Mahaprabhu's lineage, we cannot do seva under the Radha's Anugatya or under the Anugatya on the footsteps of very dear Sakhis like Lailita Vishaka. We cannot follow them either. Only Rupa Manjari, Sri Rati Manjari, is Sakhis, associate in their footsteps, we can do this. So, in a very special way, we have to take footsteps of Rupa Manjari, who is immersed in the service of Bhagavan. She is filled with full Atma with Radhika. That's why this Sarvocha Sthiti can be obtained with Manjaris, association. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through this Rathayatra, is establishing this, that we have to, other than this, there is no. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is the essence of Rathayatra. So Rathayatra is ending today. Then regarding the Aishwarya and Madhurya, word before we end, even though we say one is the Madhurya, very sweet like, something like that. It doesn't mean that there is shortage of Aishwarya there. Aishwarya meaning power, wealth, Aishwarya. Now, this Golok Vrindavan is the root of all the other lokas. And whatever the reverence, the wealth, majesty that is displayed in other, like other lokas, like Vaikunthas, Dwarka, Mathura, all those people. All those places, what is that? It's only a part of Aishwarya of Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the root of all. So the Aishwarya, the major wealth part. But in Vrindavan, the sweetness, Madhurya, is so powerful. So powerful, it can even cover that Aishwarya also, such an Aishwarya. Only sometimes that Aishwarya comes out for some Leela, some pastimes. It gets shown. Even though there is so much Aishwarya in there, but Sri Krishna is like an ordinary covered boy, like that. Like example, one Leela of Krishna, the Putana. Putana, baby Krishna, 7 days old. Then she comes dressed up, very beautiful, like a mother. Very beautiful. Then she came to Gokul. 6 days, Krishna. 6 days. Then Priya Putra, oh my dear son. oh my dear son. Then Yashoda and all the, wow, who is this? Yogamaya is thinking, oh, maybe Sakshat Lakshmi or, or she must have come to bless. So if I stay near the child, she may not be able to properly bless, so I should go a little away. See, in her presence, she could not have. Otherwise, she would have got Yashoda. I mean, it would have too much for her to take. She would have. So she started feeding, saying, "Oh, my dear son." But she has applied powerful poison on her breast to kill him, right? Seeing her, he closed his eyes because he thought when babies close their eyes, because why? They think they are afraid, right? But still he is drinking. Then as he is drinking, he not only such poison and also her entire life, Then she started feeling pain so much she could not bear. She started crying. Oh, give me, please leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me, And she had 10,000 elephant strength. Imagine 10,000, one elephant strength, 10,000 elephant strength. That Putana, she could not remove himself. She could not pull him out, She could not push him out. So, and then to save herself, she became like her original Swarupa, like a Uluk, like some animal. Then she flew up into the sky. But without any duty, Krishna, removed her life force, killed. But Krishna appeared like one small, helpless child, He killed such a powerful Putana. The Yashta, Bhagavat, that is Supreme Lord, and his Aishwarya. But he didn't have to take a huge form like her, like that, Just like a helpless child, he accomplished that. Then, when he was only 7 years old, laughing for 7 days and nights, he lifted Govardhan hill on a little finger, just like how a elephant will lift a lotus flower. What is this flower? Through his tusk. Like it's insignificant, rather, right? Elephant lifting a lotus is very, very insignificant. Like that, Krishna lifted Govardhan. Then, on a three-fold form, is standing. Then all the covered boys, they were not keeping quiet. They took their stick and then supporting the Govardhan. And then they were thinking, that each one, that covered boy thinking, with this stick he is supporting, only Krishna is a little bit. They are lifting. Krishna they are helping Krishna. They are also lifting, Then Nanda Maharaj is praying to his Narayan, Ishtadev. Oh Narayan, please, please, let this mountain should not come down. Don't let it fall. Then the gopis are thinking, then Radhaji looking at Govardhan telling, if you happen to come down, I'm going to burn you, I'll make you ash. So, like this, everyone, according to their vow, they were helping Krishna. And they were thinking, only by their help. So, this is an amazing thing. Even though Krishna showed, they forget. In other words, this Aishwarya does not come into play. Madhuri Bhav. So that's why Krishna did not accept any big form, 400 form, to lift Govardhan. Without that, he showed. So that even like pastime, even though it shows the Aishwarya, how and reference, but in Vrindavan, it also becomes like a Madhurya. So Vrindavan, Krishna, for the Gopas is like a friend. Gopio is like a Kanta. And for the mother like, he is like his son. So in Dwarka, that bhav is not there. Only Aishwarya bhav. There is Kshatriya Abhiman. So many things. You cannot wear flute. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealing, through this Rath Yatra. Only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can do that. So how glorious we are all. It's really, our fortune is really endless, limitless, because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he gave us everything. So we should realize this. We should pray. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only, Rupa Goswami, all these acharyas, Gurudev, especially our Gurudev. He is the one brought this into forefront. No acharya able to do the inner secret of. So always much obliged. No matter what we do, we cannot repay what our Gurudev has given this world. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Dina Bandhu, Dinanath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hey. So we will end here. Time is up. Sorry for the little break. These things will be there, but we'll continue. So, any questions, any comments?
Hare Krishna, Dharma Pranam Shri Guru. Thanks so much for the class. I have a follow-up question on Caturmas.
Yeah.
The diet. For the first month, is it similar to Ekadashi? Like besides the restrictions you mentioned, we cannot have grains and things like that either.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
No. The first month, whole first month, of course, Ekadasi you have to follow like regular Ekadasi. But the entire first month, like this Purnima to next Purnima, we abstain from all the 4 months, right? We have to abstain from all the 4 months. No eggplants, okay? Vegetable eggplants. No tomatoes, no loki, no parmal, no urud dal, no honey for the entire till after Kartik only. Once you start from this Purnima. In addition to that, in the first month, we don't take any leafy vegetables like spinach, salads of all type, cabbage of all type, kale, leafy herbs like coriander, mint, parsley, curry, powder, leafy, herbs and teas. Because teas are also made from like a leafy thing. So this is for the. Then second month you can take the vegetables, but avoid yogurt. Third month you can take yogurt and then leafy vegetables, but no milk. Fourth month you can take milk, yogurt, leafy vegetables, but no mustard oil or sesame seeds. But in all 4 months, no tomatoes, no eggplant, no honey, no urud dal like that. No parmal like that. Regarding Loki and parmal in English, I have to find out. But they are like vegetables.
Thank you, Shulagurday. And you mentioned red bean. I mean, you mentioned how to be careful with beans. What about like red bean and mung, like the green, like the bean, like mung bean? Are those allowed or also not allowed?
Oh no, mung bean is allowed. Among mung bean, mung dal, mung bean, that is allowed, but not the big beans, like regular beans, kidney beans, cluster bean, French beans, but best is to stick to like mung dal, mung dal, that's best.
Thank you so much, Guru. Thank you.
Any but in case if you make a mistake, don't worry, learning, but you have to be careful. That's why before you start, avoid these things. Like the vegetable beans, right? We say it's green, like a little thing. That we avoid it. That also. Any other question? Okay. Thank you again. And Ekadasi, and then Chaturmasya. And then, see, main thing is we should, in this Chaturmasya, we increase something. See, suppose you are chanting 16 rounds, or 32 rounds, or 48, or 64, whatever. Try to increase at least by 4 more rounds, according to capacity. Hey, wait a minute, I'm in 16, let me go 20, 24, like that. Little extra, in our sadhana, and in our service, little extra. So if you want to do a little extra, means you have to cut, right? And we should cut down something, or even reduce our amount of, say, prasadam or food that you take. If you are eating 5 chapatis, maybe 4, something like that, And before you start Chaturmas, the main thing is you have to take a vow in the temple or in front of deities or in front of, oh Lord, oh, please help me. I want to do, follow Chaturmas, to please you. Please allow me to give up some little. I want to make a little less this material thing and then increase my devotion. So you make up thing and then try to keep up that vow. Say if you are chanting, no, I want to chant 32 rounds or whatever, right? 64, whatever. You should try to keep up that, So that will give you enthusiasm, momentum, and you will guarantee will achieve that, effortlessly. But you have to make that first move, sankalpa, meaning determination, asking Lord Parampara to help. So then, so we have to increase. We stay where we are. I'm going to stay in UKG. Next year also I'll be in UKG. Okay. Not like that. From UKG I have to go to first standard or whatever, right? LKG. So second to third, like that we progress. Same way in Bhakti also. So the Chaturmasya is like a trap in a school. You get a break and then you generally go into this higher standard, right? So in the spiritually also we have to enter the higher stage in this. So that's the thing. Okay. Any questions? If not, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Next, we will have Radha Krishna Bhajan, which I will sing.